my channel. I have another DIY for you guys today, and it's this thing that I have right here. The inspiration for this DIY came from Lori at Southern and Sassy Decor. She's super talented and she did a way better job than I did, and I will leave all of her information below. She also has an Etsy shop and a Facebook crafting page. So I hope you guys check her out as well, and thank you so much, Lori, for giving me the inspiration to try this out. And as always, thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. I'm super excited. Our community is growing and I couldn't be happier, so thank you guys. If you're into DIYs and decor, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in just a second.
An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could say.
The first step is to paint all of your crates. I painted them using the color Celery from Waverly Chalk Paint. As always, I'm doing 2 coats of paint.
A shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got on.
Next, I'm taking some antiquing wax and I'm applying that around the edges with just a very, very small amount of wax on the paintbrush.
Differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is great inside this narrow maze.
Then I took some truffle color from Waverly Chalk Paint and I used that to deepen it even more. I thought the antiquing wax did a pretty good job, but it was a little too light and I thought it needed a little bit more shading. So I took that and I just concentrated on the cracks in between the little palettes, I guess you would call them. At this point it might look messy, but you can always fix it by either sanding off most of that color, or you can add more of the original celery color. If you think that, you know, some places are too dark, you can just dry brush a little bit of the celery and you just keep going until you're happy with how it looks.
We speak, but oh, nothing. We run our separate ways.
Now I'm taking some sanding paper and I'm smoothing it all out.
Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else? You and I, we got our differences. Yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing.
Next, I'm gluing everything together and then I'm going to begin decorating. And I had a lot of decorations out, all from the Dollar Tree, and I played around with it for a long time until I was happy with how it looked. I didn't end up putting any filler in the bottom 2 crates because I decided I'm going to for sure have enough to cover up all of the edges, so something will be on every single edge that is kind of right now looks hollow. So I left those empty, but I did put some Spanish moss at the top one. And the rest is just arranging them all to your liking. I used the pine cones, the pumpkins, I used some of the flowers. At first I had the pick on a bottom tier, then I moved it to the top, and it was on and on like that for a long time until I was happy with the result.
Stay insane. Now grab my hand. Everything is great inside this narrow maze. Everything has
So I only ended up using like 50% of all of the stuff that I intended to use. I used the pick, the white mums, the white small mums from the Dollar Tree, and then the pumpkins and the pine cones. And that's pretty much all I actually left on there. I guess sometimes less really is more. So on the sides where I had the little holes, I did end up gluing whatever I put on there. I glued like the mums, the pine cone, the pumpkin on the sides. I did glue that because I wanted it to be secure. But then the top, I just tucked them all in there, and they shouldn't be moving too much. I even trimmed this pick a little bit because it had some twig or something. It looked very plasticky, so I just removed that. It looks much better without it, to be honest.
An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video, and I will see you next time.
You and I, we got our differences.